Hey, good Tuesday morning, everyone. This is Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Tuesday, June the 6th. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday morning. Tuesday, the second day of the week. Sometimes we get into a lull, sometimes we get into this little lull and we have to find our way out of it. And that's so important in life is to find our own way out of ruts or lulls or whatever we want to call them and kind of do what we need to do to keep enjoying this life and living it to the fullest and living it with purpose. So hold that thought as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. Mark, chapter 12, verses 13 to 17. Some Pharisees and Herodians were sent to Jesus to ensnare him in speech. They came and said to him, "Teacher, we know that you are a truthful man and that you are not concerned with anyone's opinion. You do not regard a person's status, but teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. It is lawful to pay the census tax to Caesar or not. Should we pay or should we not pay?" Knowing their hypocrisy, he said to them, "Why are you testing me? Bring me a denarius to look at." They brought him one and said to him, "Whose image and inscription is this?" They replied to him, "Caesar's." So Jesus said to them, "Repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God." They were utterly amazed at this. I have been certified in two very good organizations in coaching. Life coaching, business coaching, leadership coaching, whatever you would ask of me, I'd be able to assist you. I'd humbly accept that possibility. Primarily, I like to do communication or presentation coaching, but I'm open to anything. I learned a lot in these organizations, and I have a lot more to learn. But what I came to realize was I learned the most from Jesus on how to be the best coach possible. And we see that coming through in the gospel today, don't we? What we see Jesus doing is not combative with these people, with the Herodians and the Pharisees. We see him just stepping back and having them find the answer themselves by asking thought-provoking questions and giving illustrations. That is exactly the mark of a real incredible coach. And when you look at Jesus throughout the Gospels, this is what you see. You see someone who puts out information enough for the person to come up with their own conclusions and answers. And what an incredible way he does that with our faith. He doesn't force anything upon us. He puts it out there. We get a chance to digest it a little bit. Then we get to process a little bit as we watch him and listen to his questions and how he kind of interprets the information for us. And then we come up with our own answers. And that is truly the sign of an amazing coach. Well, Jesus can coach all of us throughout the Gospels, and we can take that and have opportunities to coach one another. And this would be such an important and powerful way to help people in any walk of life. But I feel it's the most important way to encourage people to be more compassionate. Put it out there. Here's some situations. Here's what goes on in the world. And here's what we can do about it. And here's some things for you to think about on how to be more compassionate in your life. The result? A more compassionate world that we all look for. The result? A more peaceful and stronger heart that beats within each one of us. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Tuesday morning. Hope it was helpful for you. If it was, I ask you to share it on your page for others. I always look for your comments and your thoughts. I welcome them. I thank you for them in advance. I wish you all a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care, everyone.